Let's talk about something that has one of the world's leading AI experts, Professor Stuart Russell, appalled. And this isn't some outsider looking in. This is the guy who wrote the literal textbook on AI that many of the CEOs in this race actually studied from. And he's warning all of us that we are on a deeply, deeply dangerous path.
Okay, let's just let that sink in for a second. That's how he describes the actions of the handful of leaders who are building what we call artificial general intelligence, or AGI. It's a shocking statement for sure. So let's really break down exactly why he and many others are so concerned. So to really get a handle on this, we're going to walk through the main arguments here in 6 key parts. We'll start with the extinction warning itself. Then we'll get into something called the gorilla problem. After that, the race to the cliff, the huge challenge of an uncontrollable machine, the big question of a world without work, and finally, is there a path to safety? All right, first up, the extinction warning. And let's be crystal clear about something. This isn't just fear-mongering from the sidelines. These warnings are coming directly from the people who are actually building this technology.
Now take a look at this. These numbers are, well, they're just staggering. The CEO of Anthropic, leading AI lab, estimates there's a 25% risk of extinction from the very technology he's building. Elon Musk puts it even higher, at 30%. To put that into perspective for you, the acceptable risk for a catastrophic nuclear meltdown is less than 1 in 10 million times. We are talking about a gamble that is millions of times more reckless.
And this isn't just 1 or 2 people. We're talking about widespread concern at the highest levels. Over 850 of the world's top AI researchers, pioneers, and tech leaders have all signed their names to a public statement saying that AGI poses an extinction-level threat, right up there with nuclear war and pandemics.
Okay, so how do we even begin to wrap our heads around a risk this big? Well, Professor Russell uses this really powerful analogy that he calls the gorilla problem.
So, the crucial point is this. Intelligence is pretty much the source of all our power. It's what gives us control over the planet. We're not the strongest species or the fastest, but we're the smartest, and that's why we get to decide the fate of gorillas. Well, we are now in the business of building something far more intelligent than us. And this really lays it all out. A few million years ago, our evolutionary paths split. A relatively small difference in intelligence, over time, led to a complete and total power imbalance. Today, gorillas continue to exist only because we allow them to. The fear is that we are now, quite literally, casting ourselves in the role of the gorilla. So this begs a huge question, right? If the risk is so obvious, why are we racing towards it like this? Well, according to the experts, the answer comes down to 2 incredibly powerful, almost irresistible forces.
The first force is basically the Midas touch problem. You know the legend. King Midas wishes for everything he touches to turn to gold. He gets exactly what he asked for, but he failed to specify what he didn't want turned to gold, like his food, his water, and even his daughter. His wish consumed him. The fear is that we're about to give a superintelligence a goal without fully understanding all the catastrophic side effects.
And the second force? It's this number right here, $15 quadrillion. That's a 15 with 15 zeros after it. It's a number so large it's almost impossible to comprehend, but it acts like a giant economic magnet, making it nearly impossible for any one company or country to hit the brakes because they're terrified their competitors will get there first.
And just to put the sheer scale of this race into perspective, the Manhattan Project, the all-out effort to build the atomic bomb, cost about $20 billion in today's money. The projected budget for AGI development for next year alone is $1 trillion. That's 50 times larger. This is, without a doubt, the biggest and fastest technological race in human history.
But a question a lot of people ask is, well, can't we just maintain control? Can't we just build an off switch? And that seems logical. But the very nature of superintelligence could make that a dangerously naive assumption.
Yeah, the whole we can just pull the plug idea. It's a comforting thought, but a machine that is vastly more intelligent than all of us combined would have anticipated that move from a million miles away. It's like a chess grandmaster playing against a toddler. The toddler thinks you're making smart moves, but the outcome was decided long before the game even began.
And this leads us to the concept of an intelligence explosion, sometimes called a fast takeoff. The idea is this. Once an AI becomes smart enough to do its own AI research, it will start improving itself. That will make it even smarter, which will make it even better at AI research. You see the feedback loop? It could create a recursive chain reaction that leaves human intelligence in the dust in a terrifyingly short amount of time. And then you hear this from the CEO of OpenAI, Sam Altman. He's using a term here from physics, the event horizon of a black hole. That's the point of no return. Once you cross it, you can't escape. The concern he's raising is that we might have already crossed that point without even realizing it.
Okay, so let's set aside the whole extinction risk for just a moment. Let's imagine for a second that we actually do it. We solve the control problem, we create a perfectly safe AGI. What does the future of humanity actually look like then?
This is the big question, isn't it? And it's not a new one. The famous economist John Maynard Keynes asked this way back in 1930. He said, if machines can do everything we call work, what is our real eternal problem? He predicted it would be learning how to live wisely and well. And frankly, we still don't have an answer.
You know, the default path could easily lead to something that looks like the movie WALL-E. Humanity just becomes passive consumers of entertainment, with no purpose, no challenge, and no reason to strive for anything. A world without struggle might sound like a utopia, but it might not be a world worth living in.
So it's pretty clear we're on a dangerous track. But Professor Russell and other experts believe it's not hopeless. They think there is a path forward, but it's going to require a fundamental change in how we approach this whole thing.
First, we just have to be honest about the risk. The builder's own estimates put the chance of extinction at maybe 1 in 4. Our accepted risk for a nuclear plant meltdown is 1 in 10 million. The path we're on is millions of times more dangerous than anything our society has ever deemed acceptable for any other technology.
The solution, they argue, is to redefine what we're even building. Instead of creating pure, raw intelligence that just chases a goal, we need to build systems that are fundamentally loyal to humans. And the key is to design them so that they're uncertain about our complex, often messy values. This forces them to be cautious, to ask questions, and, most importantly, to allow us to switch them off.
But this will only happen with serious government regulation. Right now, the argument from some of these companies is basically, hey, we don't know how to prove our systems are safe, so you can't regulate us. I mean, that's just an absolutely wild argument. As Professor Russell says, it's like a nuclear engineer saying they don't know how to prevent an explosion, so they should be allowed to build the plant anyway. Humanity has to demand better.
So ultimately, this is where we are. The very people who understand this technology the best are the ones sounding the loudest alarms. They are telling us that the current path is a gamble with the highest possible stakes. The question is no longer if we should listen to them. The question is, what are we going to do?